Hi guys, my name is Jijoho and welcome back to the channel where we talk about investing in Africa, making money in Africa, and possibly moving full-time to the African continent, because you cannot make money here if you're not here full-time. Alright? And in today's video, I'm still gonna be doing that same category called the Jijoho Reacts, because a subscriber sent me a video on Instagram, you did, and I'm gonna be reacting to it, and the video is titled Akon on why African Americans should invest in Africa. I'm gonna rename that video to Akon on why all Africans in the diaspora and in Africa should invest in Africa. Let's start.
Africa's economic potential, I think, is to the roof.
Guys, I say that all the time here. I feel like I'm repeating myself. The economic potential is not only through the roof, it is through the stars. Through the ceiling. Okay, the sky is not the limit here in Africa. Okay, the universe is the goddamn limit. You dig?
Hey, what's going on? This is Akon, and this is a word. Why African Americans should invest in Africa.
Why all Africans in Africa and in the diaspora should invest in Africa.
My investments in Africa, I can say, probably started around 2004. Shortly after my Locked Up album, I said to myself, okay, I don't want to be that artist who was just a one-hit wonder. So the little money I make right now, let me start buying some real estate. Honestly, I thought Africa was the best place for future investment, mainly because it was still underdeveloped. I kind of racked up, thousands and thousands of acres of land just by.
All right, so what I get from this is what I keep saying. It's always better to start late than to never start, but it's also better to start early than to start late. Akon started investing back in 2006, and he realized that a lot of industries in Africa were underdeveloped, which I keep saying here all the time. These industries are underdeveloped, and you want to be one of the pioneers developing some of these industries, because you're going to be heavily rewarded. Not only that, but you're going to have time to practice to understand the market that you're going to be serving in the next 10 to 15 years. And like every other person that has sense, whenever they make money, they invest where? In the land. Okay? It doesn't matter if you make your money in the tech industry, in cryptocurrency, you always have to have some sort of asset in real estate. And that's exactly what Akon is doing.
I kind of racked up, thousands and thousands of acres of land just by the water, seafront property. And I always felt like, the greater the risk, the greater the reward. The
greater the risk, the greater the reward. You gotta have balls of steel. You gotta let your nuts hang. Like I keep saying, you did!
Senegal was one of the first choices to invest in, because I was home, I had family there. The most popular one, I would say, is the Akon Lighting Africa, which is my energy company.
By the way, guys, Senegal is one of the best countries to invest in West Africa, but it's also one of the most expensive countries to live in West Africa, in all of Africa. But Senegal is honestly like a great country, because the business mentality of the people there is a little bit more advanced. People are more, business centric in countries like Senegal, Ghana, and Cote d'Ivoire, and Nigeria.
The most popular one, I would say, is the Akon Lighting Africa, which is my energy company. We're actually in about 16, 17 countries right now in all of West Africa. We've put up about 250,000 solar street lamps all throughout Africa, but now we've expanded totally. The business started with solar street lamps. Now we're actually doing solar grids.
By the way, right, I'm not exactly sure when Akon Lighting Africa started. I think it may have started like sometime after 2012, 2013, but the way Akon Lighting Africa has been able to expand fast, relatively fast, should really tell you something about doing business in African countries, right? Like I keep saying, if you're serving a niche market, if you're serving a market or a sector that is underserved, and you're able to supply the demand, you're going to be heavily rewarded. Like Akon Lighting Africa is so powerful that outside of my house right now where I'm shooting this video, there are Akon Lighting Africa solar lamps and solar grids just right outside. If you don't believe me, let me show you. You see that right there? Right? So like from a mile away, right? They are nothing but these lamp posts and solar grids. They all belong to Akon Lighting Africa. Right out there, Akon has his street lamps right out there.
I'm building a crypto city starting in Senegal. That one is called Akon, Solartainment City, which is the first crypto city throughout the continent, basically. Right now, we got about 54 countries. Every single country in Africa has its own dollar or has its own currency. But the problem is none of the currencies are stable. They go up, they go down. So cryptocurrency, for me, I felt would be the solution for Africa. The way I see the future is that I want Akon to be the trading mechanism for Africa. In other words, Akon will be the dollar that you spend when you come to Africa. And what we did, we built a platform that allows all the young generation, entrepreneurs, everyone that has anything of value to be able to utilize.
Guys, people are talking about how Jeff Bezos is the wealthiest man of our generation. I'm telling you, the wealthiest man of our generation, by the time people like you and I will turn like 80 and 90, is gonna be African, and is gonna be the first trillionaire. Whether he's African or not, the first trillionaire in this world will come out of Africa. I promise you. And Akon is definitely one of the top contenders for that title.
The music entertainment side of things, we started in Nigeria in 2008, starting with the likes of signing artists like Wizkid, P-Square, Davido, which is the Akonic label group.
Guys, I don't know if you realize, Akon has talked about real estate, building a whole city, finance, music, infrastructure, power distribution to people. And this is the thing about doing business in Africa, is that when you get to a certain level, you get to a certain level of mastery, you are able to diversify relatively quicker here on the continent than anywhere else. Because you get to a certain level where you're meeting the demand, you're making so much cash that you can't really reinject your cash into your own business to the point where you got to start other businesses to start making money, or else you'll be losing out on opportunity costs. That's why Akon is easily able to have all of these businesses here, because in Africa, wealthy people tend to have like 20 businesses. One of the wealthiest men in Ghana right now has like 90 businesses that he runs. And he's a billionaire in dollars. Crazy. I know, like the opportunities to become successful, I don't want to keep saying to make money, but it's just to become a successful entrepreneur and a successful businessman are really, really endless if you really know how to apply yourself.
In African Americans' minds, when you mention Africa, it's like this huge ball of fear just comes up when you say the word Africa, because they've been so brainwashed to believe that Africa is a certain specific type of way.
Well, he's not lying, okay? It's not only African Americans, it's Africans even that have left Africa and that are currently in the diaspora. You know, my brothers and sisters that have left Nigeria, for example, are afraid of Nigeria. Like Nigerians who have left Nigeria are afraid of Nigeria. Africans, you know what I'm saying, from whatever African country, who were born in Africa, grew up in Africa, are currently in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, when people talk to them about the possibilities of going back to Africa, they're like, yeah. But honestly, they're afraid. They don't know. They don't have the information, the knowledge, or the even understanding or the belief that they could be successful on the continent. Like they're afraid. It's not just African Americans. It's basically like 90% of Africans in the diaspora. Including Africans that were born here but that left. You know what I mean? Like, bro, tell anybody of your friends right now that you're thinking about moving to Africa next year and see what the hell they tell you. Huh? So you want to say, oh, there's no fear? Tell them and watch. People are just afraid, but it's not your fault. You've been lied to, propaganda, bad governance, bad systems, bad institutions. I understand, right? But at the end of the day, you got to find yourself, you got to find a way to get a piece of that pie, because if you don't, whoo, man.
When you look at Africa from every angle, could clearly be that. We have the capability, we have the strength, we have the manpower, and collectively we actually have the funding.
We have the manpower. By 2050, the population of the African continent will be over 2 billion people. We've just signed the African Free Continental Trade Agreement, which means that they're getting rid of tariff and non-tariff barriers that will stop African businessmen and women, right, from gaining access to other African countries. For example, someone in Nigeria now can easily sell to someone in South Africa as if he was selling to someone else in Nigeria, because tariff and non-tariff barriers are being reduced and being taken down.
I think the wealth is naturally spreaded when jobs are created. It's gonna be nothing but job opportunity.
It's gonna be nothing but jobs when I'm done with y'all. Education. It's gonna be nothing but jobs when I'm done with y'all. I'm gonna put jobs in every one of y'all.
And that's from every industry, from education, health, infrastructure, energy, agriculture, you name it.
You name it!
This is our chance to start fresh. I just don't see why we won't take advantage of that.
I just don't see why we won't take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? Grab your life by the throat. Grab your life by the throat. You know what I'm saying? Come here. You know what I'm saying? It's your life. You grab it by the throat. And don't be afraid of doing business on the African continent. Right? If you fail, you fail. But you can never fail if you never give up anyways. So, anyways, guys, that is it for today's video. I got a lot of stuff to do. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you so much for sending me this video. If you guys have other videos that are especially business centric that you want me to react to, please send them to me on Instagram in my DM at I am Jijoho, or also you can also DM me on Twitter at I am Jijoho, or you can find my email on my YouTube channel, jijohofast@gmail.com, and then send them to me. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. I'm signing out. I'm gonna be seeing you guys like the day after tomorrow. Peace.